If you are looking for a way to fund your education and study for free in the US, then watch this video. Today, we are going to talk about a scholarship that gives you $208,000 to support your education. But before we start, if you are new here, you are welcome to the channel. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share to help support my channel. Now let's get started. Today, we are at Gettysburg College, and this is the Eisenhower Scholarship. So we are going to go down here, and then we are going to read this. It says that, what does it mean to be an Eisenhower Scholar? Recipients of the Eisenhower Scholarship are awarded $52,000 per year, totaling $208,000 for 4 years of full-time study at the Gettysburg College. Eisenhower scholars must maintain a 3.0 GPA while at Gettysburg in order to keep the scholarship. So this scholarship is for a full-time study for 4 years, which means that it's an undergraduate scholarship, and you're going to receive $52,000 per year to cover your full tuition fee. Now you're going to go down here to read about the application requirements and the application process. It says complete and submit both the common application and the Eisenhower Scholarship application by the designated deadline date. So you are going to apply for the program through the common application, and this is what you're going to use to apply to the scholarship. And these are the deadlines. We've already missed 2 of the deadlines, so now we are at early decision 2 and the regular decision, which is January 15th. So you have just a few days to apply to the scholarship. So if you want to get it, you should really start putting your documents together and then start applying. Now let's go here and then click on this and go through how the scholarship is applied for. So we are going to click on this link. It says Fall 2025 Eisenhower Scholarship, and then it says here, please submit the Eisenhower Scholarship application along with the common application. So you have to apply to the program and then you apply to the scholarship at the same time. This is the application form you have to fill. So you have to fill your contact information, your high school, then the term you are applying to, which is the Fall 2025 term. Then you have to answer these essay questions. So let's just go through it and then see what they are expecting from us. It says, briefly explain the civic engagement activities with which you have been the most involved throughout high school and have resulted in the greatest impact on you and your community. Here they're asking about how you've helped your community. So if you've been involved in any volunteer work or cleanup exercise, or you've mentored younger students, you can write that. Then you can also explain what you achieved from it. Did it help people or did it inspire people? And what did you achieve from it? So you can state if it taught you leadership skills or teamwork, or it taught you to be committed to something. So that is basically what they're asking from you from this question. So you have to really try and give your best, because this is a scholarship and it's very competitive. So you have to give your best. Now let's go to the second question. It says, at Gettysburg College, we graduate students who lead lives of impact. Why is civic engagement important to you, and how do you feel your work has made a difference? So this question is basically asking you why you care about helping others and how has that helped the people around you or the people in your community. So you can explain what you did in the community, and with this one you have to give a specific example, like if you helped with cleanup or you organized a cleanup exercise in your community, you can state that. Then you can talk about what motivated you to even do it in the first place. Okay, then the last thing you can do is you talk about the difference it made in your community after you did that, a difference it made in the community and then with people around you. So this is basically how you're supposed to answer. You can do more research on the topic so that you'll be able to write a good essay for the scholarship. Then we go down here and it says, how did you hear about the Eisenhower Scholarship for civic engagement? So you select where you heard it from, and then have you submitted your common application to Gettysburg College? So if you've submitted it, you click yes, and then you submit your application for the scholarship. Now we know that before you apply to the scholarship, you should have applied to a program at Gettysburg College. So let's go back and then see how we can find the program. So we are going to go up here. Okay, let's go up and then click on academics. Okay, so here you are going to search for your program. So if I want to pursue, let's say, economics, I'm going to enter economics and then let's select that. Now this part is going to give you the chance to get to know the program that you're applying to, so you can read through it. You can check out the curriculum, the courses that you're going to do. So this is the majors, the minors, the curriculum, what makes Gettysburg Economics Department different. So you can read all about this program so that you are familiar with what you're applying for and you know that this is actually what you want to pursue. So this is how you find the programs you want to apply to. Now you are going to go to how to actually apply for the program. So let's go here and click on admissions and aid. Okay, so we are going to go down and click on international students. Okay, now let's go down and check the documents you need for this application. We've already talked about the deadlines, so we are not going to talk about it again. So it says checklist for a completed application file. So the first thing is a completed common application submitted online. So you know you are going to apply to this program through the common app. So the first thing is a completed common application. Then the next thing is your official high school transcript. So your transcripts from high school, they are going to have to submit that. Then teacher recommendation. You would need a recommendation from your teachers. Then counselor recommendation. You would also need a recommendation from your counselor from your school. Then the next one is senior mid-year grades. The senior mid-year grades are the grades for your final year, the first half of your final year. The grades you got, you are supposed to submit that. It says when available. So if you have it available, you can add that. Then the next one is SAT or ACT scores. It says this may be submitted as self-reported or official scores, but are not required. So you don't have to submit it if you don't have it. If you have it, I advise that you submit it, but if you don't, that's fine. It is not required. Then the next one is English language proficiency testing. It says Gettysburg College requires international applicants to submit English proficiency testing if English has not been the language of instruction in the classroom for at least 2 years, or if English is not the first language. So if English was your language of instruction, then you are fine. You can decide not to submit any English proficiency test, but if it was not, you have to submit it. And these are the tests they require from you: the TOEFL, the Ielts, the Duolingo, and all that. Then you have to submit an international student financial statement, and this is available at the application portal. Then we have financial aid application for international students. So international applicants who wish to be considered for financial assistance are required to submit the financial aid application for international students by the application deadline. Then the next one is interviews. While interviews are not required, Gettysburg College does value the opportunity to learn about you beyond your application. Interviews are offered virtually on campus and in select locations around the world. So if you are interested, you can opt for an interview and then you are going to do that. Then the last thing is passport information. It says that United States law now requires international students to have a passport in order to issue a form I-20 for your student visa application. So before you get the I-20, you should have a passport. And so it says applicants to Gettysburg College are welcome but not required to submit passport information. Please note, however, that we will request passport information from all enrolled students in order to issue the form I-20. So it says that it is not required to submit it when you are doing your application, but after your enrollment, they will require it before they can issue you the form I-20. We know that the application for programs at Gettysburg is done on the Common app. So let's go up here and then see how we can do that application. So I already have an account on the Common app, so I'm just going to sign in. Okay, so they've already added the Gettysburg College to my colleges, so I'm going to start application. So let's and then we are going to click on questions. There are some questions that you have to answer, so let's click on that. The general questions about your start term, I've already answered some of the questions because I came here earlier. It says the start term, your admission plan, that is if you want early decision or regular decision. These two I've already passed, so I selected early decision. Then you're applying test optional. If you have standardized tests, you can select submitting standardized tests. Then do you intend to use one of these school specific fee waivers? So I selected Gettysburg College fee waiver. And then do you intend to pursue need-based financial aid? So I selected yes. So with this part, there are just questions that you have to answer. I signed here, and then it says, have you been candidate for admission to this institution in the previous year? So I selected no. So you have to answer questions on your academics, your contacts, writing, and then preferred name usage. Now let's go up here and then answer some of the questions. There are questions that you have to answer that are not here. So you are going to go on Common app. Okay, so here you are going to answer questions about your profile, that is your name, and then your birthday, then your family, and then your family, that's your household, parents' marital status, your whom do you make your permanent home, do you have any children? So you answer all these questions. Then your education, so you enter the high school. It says current or most recent secondary/high school, so you enter that. If it's not a high school and it's a college or university, then you enter your grade, your current or most recent year courses, your honors if you have any, community-based organizations like we mentioned, and then future plans. So you're going to enter all that. Then testing. If you have standardized tests and then you want to submit them, it says, in addition to sending official score reports as required by colleges, do you wish to self-report scores or future test dates for any of the following? So if you have this and you want to submit it, you can answer yes, and then you're going to give you the chance to submit them. Then we have senior secondary leaving examination. These are they're asking about the number of exams you took during your final year. Then the next one is activities. So if you've been involved in any extracurricular activities, you can report that. It says reporting activities can help colleges better understand your life outside the classroom. So example of activities might include music, clubs, community engagement, family responsibilities, and all that. So you can report all this. Then the next one is writing. Okay, it says that here is the current list of colleges on your dashboard and whether they require the personal essay. So Gettysburg College requires you to submit a personal essay. Let's go down and look at this. It says the essay demonstrates your ability to write clearly and concisely on a selected topic and helps you distinguish yourself in your own voice. And let's go down. It says choose the option that best helps you answer the question and write an essay of no more than 650 words using the prompt to inspire and structure your response. Remember, 650 words is your limit, not your goal. Use the full range if you need it, but don't feel obligated to do so. The application won't accept a response shorter than 250 words. So these are the topics you have to write about. You have to really read it and understand them, and then you come down and you write them here. Then the final one is courses and grades. And it says that the colleges currently on my colleges list do not require you to complete the courses and grades section. So it means that University of Gettysburg does not require you to complete this section. So after you've completed all this, let's go back to my colleges and then click on this. We've been to the question, so the next thing you're going to do is to recommend this. So here you're going to give information about your teacher and then your counselor who are going to recommend you for the program. But because I did not answer anything for high school, that's why they are asking me to go back and do it. But if you finish this part, you come to review and submit. It says in order to begin submission process, you must complete the following items. But because you've not completed it, that's why it's showing here. Once all required components are completed, you will see the option to review and submit your application on the screen. So this is where you're going to submit it. If you finish answering all the questions they are asking and submitting everything, they are going to give you an option to submit. So this is how you apply to a program at the Gettysburg College. If you found this helpful, please subscribe, like, and share and help support my channel. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.